Oh, please, fans. We are a little bit. Say sorry. What did I say? No, babe. We are very sorry because we wanted to talk about sensors and I already created it. So that's one we talked about was a Chelsea. Why is a Chelsea performing badly in the EPL? So we're very sorry. It was mistake, not the network and everything. So good luck. The network made us be contribute to the mistake. In fact, it's the number one because we have to be looking for where there is not a network, or those and please we are sorry. That one is the one we did was why is Chelsea performing badly? And this what we want to talk about now is really sensors. We know that we here on this platform, you could see that maybe it's new, but people are really, really listening because we've interviewed a lot of people that said, please postpone this exercise. These people are not ready. Postpone it, they are not ready. And at the end of the day, yesterday morning, towards that afternoon, it was announced that the census has been cancelled. President Buhari met with the Federal Executive Council and I said they will leave it to they would leave it or they will leave it for the incoming government to decide. Now to you, because you also spoke about it, we spoke on it and you made your own opinion known. Now that it has been cancelled, we want to hear the feedback from you.
See, sometimes if that has to do with my country at the moment, I'm always sad, to jump in or to contribute. Yeah. So, because it is obvious to everybody that there's no censor, there's no counting. It is just that the fact that the money they want to make out of a lot of money, not just money, a lot of money they want to make out of it. That's why you can see some sort of people pushing for it, talking about it. Because now, if you go on the street, you talk about censor, and people are not aware of censor in my country. Out of the 200 million
Nigerians
living in Nigeria, like it is just elite or people that are on social media.
Even the people on social media said they've not heard censors.
If you are not active on Twitter, you don't know what censor. You don't even know if anything.
Me, I do go to Twitter and
we never talked about censor, and then it's so funny that I'm hearing censor from you. I'm like censor, like how, who, when did this? You want to do censor? You don't even have proper planning. You don't have a team for that. You don't have workers. You just did a budget of billions of naira, and you want to go away with the billions of naira and target to 10 cents or no, it's madness. And I heard it postponed yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yes, so yesterday, morning stroke afternoon.
How do you want to do this censor?
Morning towards the afternoon.
Some people were saying, don't worry, you can go to work, they'll count you. Like they count you anywhere. How? Like, is that censor? If you're doing a censor, the last time I heard about censor, that was 2006.
That was 17 years ago.
2006. And I could remember, we were younger, but I could remember that everybody was at home. And they were
singing, Ewakami, censors. Censor.
There was nothing like that.
Sister Ewakami.
They are not even having fun of that time. When we were young, all of these things we sing, Nepal, we do all these things. But these things are not, because you have to be serious for your life right now, because the country is not even smiling. So you living there, you are not going to smile. And you coming, talking about censor, saying you can't go anywhere they are, like are you for real? So I can go to this local government this morning and you count me, and then I leave because I'm working. I have to go back to, maybe I'm in around Lagos this morning, and then I go to Ibadan or Abeokuta in the next 3 hours, and they're still going to count me there. What do you think about the figure? So I told somebody that, my country, they can never be honest. They will still tell you that after they do that rubbish, because trust me, that's going to go in the sense, so that's going to be rubbish. After they do that rubbish, they will now come and tell us that now that our population has increased, the world don't surprise. That's what my people will do. They will not tell you that we're no more 200 million people again, we are 300 million. They will give you wrong figure. So expect that from I'm not shy to say this. That's what they will do. They always do. Even the so-called 200 million people, what validated is that we are truly 200 or we are up to? Because my people knows how to, increase figures when it comes to things that will benefit them, things that they will steal from. They knows how to increase the figure. So that's what I told somebody that because they can't do censor and there will not be holiday. Even at that, they will still come and add. Some local government will add to their own just to get more what's it called? More benefit from the government, more allocation. My local government might feel like, oh, okay, the last time we didn't do well. We heard the Northern used to add numbers, so everybody now we are aware of what the number can do. Even the West wants to add number. They used to come back and add number. Every local government wants to add number. The local government chairman, the representative, they talk to themselves and then they add numbers because they know they will feed from the numbers, not even the people that are living there, because they don't even care when the money comes, when the allocation comes. They are not even using it for what they are meant to. They are only using it for their pocket and their family. So they know the essence of increasing the number. That once, if we be like, oh, Mushi is 800 people living there. This time around, let's tell them that we are 2 million people.
Also,
They can still prove that people give birth every day, that people are not clinical. They will come and give you 3 million people living in Mushi. And once they come to that like that, that's what you have in your system, in your database. So if they are giving allocation, they are giving it to 300 million people instead of the real numbers. So I don't really like talking about the census because for me, I feel like they're joking. They're just all about the money, and they came with budget of something billion. And it's so sad that anything my country wants to do now, the budget is always billion. They stop talking about million now. They talk about billions, 200 billion, clinical billion. What are you doing? We've seen other countries that they're not even up to. They are more than rather our population. If you check the budget for that census, it's not up to half of what our people are giving. The likes of China or India cannot. They are up to trillions. If they want to do censor, trust me, the budget they will come out with won't be up to what we just 200 million that they said. We don't even know. I'm not sure. So everything that has to do with Nigerian government making their money, they always go wrong. Especially the present government, they always do things wrong, and I'm not surprised. So them cancelling it, we know they know how to do that a lot. So I'm not surprised that because already people are not even ready. A lot of people are saying they won't even allow them to count them, and I won't allow myself to be counted.
Okay, now you too, you are supporting the fact that people don't want to be counted,
yes,
Abi.
If you come to me, I won't allow you to count me.
Okay.
Because there's no point, there's no benefit.
Okay.
Now, I'm only helping you to make more money.
Okay, that one has gone now. Okay, now let's talk on this. Let's talk about fuel subsidy. Now, the subsidy, this one is about incoming government. When I say incoming in apostrophe, incoming as in incoming government said subsidies is scam, that they want to remove it. But now I heard this afternoon that there's also jettisoning that idea. Do you believe subsidies is scam? Do you believe they should remove it? Yes or no? Why?
See, like I said, anything that has to do with my government is always a scam. Now, we've been talking about this subsidy for years now, more than 10 years now. And they still come and tell you they want to remove subsidy. They will remove small. They will remove small. And yet, they are not done removing. and yet things keep going up. Price of things in the market keep increasing every day. When you go to the market today, something you bought for 1 naira, if you go to market tomorrow, you're getting for 3 naira or 5 naira. And it kept happening like that. And these people will tell you that it is subsidy, subsidy. So they keep scamming us with that word subsidy, just for them to carry out whatever they want to carry out. So I don't know. For me, it's a scam, and them removing it or not, because the way they do things in this country, you can't even understand them. Now you don't even know whether if they do, it's gonna work or help, or if they don't. So that's why you can't even advise them, because on the recent, most of us were saying, just remove it, remove what you want to remove, and let's know. And some were saying they want to just remove. We are not paying attention to details. We want to allow them to remove something of clinical millions that will affect everybody. Then most people will come out and say, does not concern me, does not concern me. But yet, it still affects you whether directly or indirectly. So, me, I don't know. Because if they remove it, if they don't remove it, things will still get worse or worse. Only if God intervene and, something happen. But then, if they still remove it, that does not mean they will stop from there. Removing it might just be the end of using the word subsidy, and they will come out with another kind word and call it something else and be using it to get things out from Nigerians. So these people always have their way. The word is a scam, subsidy. So once they remove it, it means they are done using that word. Do you understand it now?
Okay.
So it means that does not mean they will come with something else and be using that and say, this is what we're doing now, this is what's affecting. So they will always find something to leverage on just to scam Nigerians.
Okay, now, are you saying, so in your own words now, they should remove it? There is nothing like subsidy.
They should remove it, because if they don't still remove it, we will still be hearing the word. As this, the reason why this is happening is subsidy. If they remove this thing the first time they started this thing, at least they won't tell us the reason why we got to this level. Subsidy is part of it. Do you understand? So let them remove it. Yes.
So removing it, do you think it will create competition?
How do you mean?
Okay, somebody told me that, see, I want them to remove this subsidy. That if they remove it, that means if you're an Owando, that's if you own Owando, that's me, I own Mobile. So if we bring in our oil or our fuel, if we bring in our markets, I can sell 300. Excuse me, you can sell 500. So if you're selling 500, I'm selling 300. Definitely people come to me. Then Total could decide, no, I don't have customer again. I could start to sell 100. As when there is competition instead of monopoly, then it's going to bring the price of um the fuel. It's going to bring it down, and at the same time, don't you think that it could even skyrocket it, because these people, they know themselves.
Okay, that's where I'm going to. Because this is Nigeria. And we Nigerians are so funny sometimes. Yeah. And one, if they remove it, that advantage of your phone, I feel like it's a no, because one, you think the government will always still find a way of regulating it. And once they are regulating it, they will still be getting a lot from it. And two, when you talk about it to reduce the market and then make some owners try to sell cheaper. Now don't forget that we are not the final producer of this so-called this thing. They still buy it. So there is a tag price for them buying it. So you can't say because this one is selling it for 400 and normal price they buy it for 200. Somebody will not say because this one is selling, let me be selling my 100 naira. No. It's not, so they still have minimum range that they can go. And that could still be, after removing it, they tell you that okay, the minimum range you can go, since it's not even under the government anymore, it's 500. There's nothing we can do.